Good morning, sweet people. I am craving something, and it is buttered bread. I want some buttered bread, and I want it to be yeast bread. Do y'all ever crave that? I do. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a recipe that's in my first cookbook, but I'm going to change it a little bit. You know, I'm always about changing stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 3 cups of all-purpose white lily, 3 cups. And I've got it measured out. Now, I know this is a liquid measure. We're going to talk about that one day. But anyway, I've got 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, I've never made this bread with bread flour, but I don't know why you couldn't if you wanted to, but this is what I have in my house, and so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to put it in this bowl to do my rising, and I got it out of my pantry thing over there, and it was so cold because I've got my house so cold without air conditioning going that I had to run some hot water in it just so it wouldn't be freezing. I was afraid my yeast wouldn't work. So anyway, I'm going to put my 3 cups of flour in this bowl. We'll move this because I really don't need it. All right, and I'm going to put in 1 package of your yeast, okay? 1 package. I'm going to sprinkle that around in there. I'm going to fix to stir it too. And then I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of salt because you know there, is that better? Your all-purpose flour doesn't have any salt in it, and we want it to be good and salty, or, you know, to have some, so we're just going to put in 1 teaspoon of salt. And now we're going to put in 1.5 cups of warm water, not hot water, but warm water. Oh, wait a minute, here's what I'm doing that's different. Wait a minute. I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of sugar because I want it in there. So I'm going to put it. It doesn't call for it, but I want it, so I'm going to put it. I'm going to stir this around. Get our yeast mixed up in there real good. Now, we can't eat it today. We'll be eating it tomorrow. I'm fixing to make it up, and it's got to rise. All right, I'm going to slowly put my water in, 1.5 cups. And it should look kind of sticky. It's not going to look like dough. It'll be kind of sticky looking. And that's how it's supposed to look. Okay. But I don't know, I just got to crave it in. I thought, boy, wouldn't I love to have some yeast bread with some butter. And you know, when my body craves something, I think it's telling me, Brenda, you need some yeast bread with some butter. All right, I'm gonna stir it up real good. And I'll show you how shaggy it looks. Looks like an old shaggy dog. One that's been out in the rain for a while, and the owner doesn't comb his hair, and it just kind of looks shaggy. Well, that's what this bread's gonna look like for right now anyway. All right, let me get something in. All right, here it is. See how shaggy it looks? Let me get that off of there because we want all of it. And that's it. That's all you do. All right, so what we're going to do now is we've got to sit it, we've got to cover it with some plastic wrap, which I'll do that. And then we've got to sit it in a place that's got no draft and it's warm. So the place that's going to work for me is out on my porch. And nothing really could get it out there. I mean, it's too cold in my house. It's cold in here. So I'm going to just lightly cover it here with some plastic wrap. And I'm going to leave it till in the morning. And then I'm going to come back on here in the morning and we're going to cook it. And then we'll eat us some buttered bread. And so that's going to be a good thing. So right now, this is all I'm going to do. And I'm going to go sit it out on the porch on my table. But it's supposed to be in a warm place with no air conditioning blowing on it or anything like that. So I will see y'all in the morning. Okay, we've got our bowl of flour, our bread on the porch. And I will take it in tonight in case some cat or something came up, a stray cat. But while we're waiting on that, I just, y'all fuss at me sometimes because you say, Brenda, why don't you use your dry measure? Why don't you use your wet measure? This is your dry measure and this is your wet measure. And you know what? I don't think there's an ounce difference in them. And so we're just going to do a little experiment, okay? All right, first of all, I'm going to show you that I'm in this cup, in this thing right here, I've got 2 cups of water, and I set it even where I could see what I was doing. Well, here it is. You got to see this side, hadn't you? Wait a minute, excuse me. I'm holding it just as even as I can. What I actually did is I set it on here to make sure that it was 2 exact 2 cups. Now, what's want you to see? Is that, you're looking at the 2 cup side? Yeah, you are. All right, so I got 2 cups of water in there, okay? You see that? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if it's really 2 cups. So I'm going to take my dry measure and I'm going to pour it full as I can get it, all the way up to the tip top of this dry measure. And there it is, 2 cups. I mean, I got it right to the tip top. And here's the other one, the other cup. Let's get up right to the tip top. And there it is. And here's how much water I got left in it. So I just drag out something and use it. So if you don't have a dry measure or you don't have a wet measure, don't be too concerned about it. It's going to still be good and it's going to be right. So I just wanted to show y'all the reason that I don't drag out everything in the kitchen every time. It's because sometimes I'm just using this for everything. I'll do my dry measurements first, and then in that same thing, I'll do my wet measurements. Then I only got one thing to wash. But if you want to use 2 separate ones, and sometimes I have to because I'm doing something crazy like pecans or whatever, but you do what makes you happy, darling. If this using 2 makes you happy, use it. If it doesn't make you happy, just use this one or that one, whichever one you want to use. See you in the morning time. Morning, our bread has been sitting last night on the porch. It doesn't rise a whole lot now, but it looks shabby like I told you it was going to look. But it did rise and it's got bubbles in it. That's how it looks. Now here's the odd thing that we got to do this morning. You got your bread dough right there. Okay, in the oven I have put a black iron kettle with a top on it on 400 degrees, and I had to let it sit 30 minutes to get it piping hot. It's got nothing in it. You do not grease the pan or anything. You just put it in there and let it get hot. So I did. And it's 400 degrees. I'm trying to find my little handle where I can get the thing out of there. There it is. All right, and I'm going to leave it on 400 degrees. Now, here's our kettle that is, the top's 400 degrees and the kettle's 400 degrees. Take the top off of it. Put our dough directly into that, and you do not grease it. I'm going to flour my hands a little so I can work with it. Put it all in the center, like that. I'm trying to be careful not to touch that pan, is what I'm trying to do. And we are going to put the top back on it. We're going to let it cook 30 minutes with the top on it. And then we're going to take the top off of it and let it get hard on the outside. It should look like an old mushroom when we get through. Right, that's about all I can get out of it. All right, so we've got it in our pan, and I'm going to rinse my hands off, and we're fixing to put the top on it, and we're going to bake it 30 minutes in there. Then I'm going to take the top off of it. And we'll eat it. All right, let me put the top back on. All right, it's 15 minutes to, no, it's 20 minutes till 8. We'll take it off at 10 minutes after. Okay, y'all, it's time to take the top off. It sure smells good. I'm gonna push it back in there for about 10 more minutes, and we'll see. While that was cooking, that 30 minutes, I walked outside with my clippers. Did y'all know if you'll keep your clippers with you, there's always something to clip outside? Do y'all have any of these? This is a canna lilies. I have the red, that's all I've got. But I like it. I think it's pretty. I'm fixing to fix it. I'm going to put it in a jar. And I'm going to sit at my kitchen window, and I'm going to enjoy it today. This thing was about maybe 10 to 11 feet tall. I had to reach up there and pull a leaf to get the whole stalk to bend over where I could get it. They come in orange and red and yellow. That's all I know about. And this one has the red leaf, which I really think that's beautiful. I think it's just really pretty. But anyway, I'm fixing to put it in a jar so I can enjoy it. And I went out yesterday and I did this. Let me get it and show it to you. I also just carried the garbage to the road. We have to roll our hobo down to the road on different days. My garbage day's picked up on Tuesday morning, like really early, like 4 in the morning. So I go ahead and take mine down on Monday night. But look at this. I went outside. I didn't have much blooming, but I've got a little fern in there. And I had one of these blooming. I got several blooming, but they didn't look too good. I picked one of my leaves right here. These are shrubberies. That's a split leaf philodendron. That's a shrub. That's a piece of, this is a cedar tree right here. Smells good. I like cedar. And I picked, let's see what else I picked. Oh, I picked one of these. That is a chrysanthemum. It's not blooming, but the bloom's not very pretty on it. It just has pretty leaves. See there? Anyway, she's got a new head. She's got something coming new out of her head today. We'll be back in a few minutes and we'll eat some buttered bread for breakfast. Okay, this is the jug or the jar that I put it in. See? Looks pretty, doesn't it? See, you don't have to have a whole lot of stuff for a bouquet to put in your house. This could have just as easily been a piece of a cedar tree and I would have been just as happy. But I love something real in my house. And I can tell you this, the mother-in-law tongue, which some of y'all call a snake plant, it makes oxygen. And we probably need some in our bedroom because we stay so shut up all the time in our house that we need some plants in it to make oxygen for us. We need plants and they need us. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Actually, it's been 12. I went outside and blew off the sidewalks with a blower while I was doing that 10 minutes. Alright, let's get our bread out and let's taste it and see what in the world it's going to taste like. I need to get a special knife because I'm going to tell you what. I've made this before and it's as hard as a rock on the outside, so I'm looking for a special knife, which I don't see right now. Alright, let's get it out. That's the first thing we're going to do. If I can get something up under it, I don't want to touch it because I know it's going to be hot. It's a blue blaze in the sunshine, as my mama would say. Alright. Let me move this out of the way, because if I don't, I'll wind up burning myself. And I don't want to do that today. I'm in no mood. No mood to get burned today. Okay. Here's our bread. Hard on the outside, and we're hoping it's going to be soft on the inside. This is it. Right there. I don't know why this type of bread doesn't rise higher than it does, but that's just how it does. Let me go find that other knife. I didn't find it. So what I was looking for, I have a big serrated knife somewhere, but I couldn't find it. That's what you really need for this kind of bread. I'll just see what I can do, because it's all crunchy on the outside, you know, and so I really need that serrated one. Well, while I was looking in my drawer for the serrated one, scratching around in there, I cut my finger on another one. I'm telling you. All right, so here it is on the inside. It's real soft on the inside, but it is hard on the outside. Now, some of y'all like this kind, some of you don't. I like it, but if you don't like it, then don't make it, because it is hard on the outside. And all I'm going to do is this. I am going to smear me some butter on it, on the part that I'm fixing to take a bite of. It smells divine. It smells so good. I'll probably eat this whole thing before the day's done. And I found these two serrated knives, but that's not what I was looking for. That's a tomato knife. This tastes delicious. I got me some jelly to put on it, but I don't even know if I want it or not, because it's good this way. I just don't know if I even want the jelly on it or not. I like to taste that yeast in there. You want a bite? It's good. So if you want to make it, you saw how to do it. If you don't have one of these big black things, kettles, I don't know what to tell you, because I never have made it anything but that. I guess you could make it in a more of a skillet type thing. It doesn't have to be that big. It could be smaller if you want it to be. This is all I'm having for breakfast is bread. That's all I'm having. I'm not having an egg. I don't want any fruit. I just don't want anything else. I'm just craving this. And so my body says, you're craving it, eat it. Y'all have a great day. I'm going to finish this up. And I'm going to get back outside and piddle around till it gets too hot. Then I'm coming back in. I'm going to paint some. I'm painting some for Banks' birthday. I'll show it to you when I get through. What was I going to tell you? Oh, yeah. I was outside this morning, and I was thinking about piddling around because I heard somebody say piddling around. And my Aunt Evelyn used to say, quit pilfering. And pilfering is different than piddling. Piddling is just halfway doing something. You just kind of piddling around in the house, you know, picking up a little bit, sweeping a little bit. That's piddling. You're just piddling around. You're not doing anything really constructive. But pilfering means that you have opened a drawer and you're looking around in there in somebody else's jewelry or drawer or sock drawer or whatever. You're just pilfering in other people's stuff. In other words, quit pilfering in that, my drawer. Quit pilfering. Have you ever heard that word before? Pilfering? I don't know how to spell it. I don't know if it's PH something or F something. I don't know what it starts with. A lot of your F sounds start with a PH, like physician, for instance, or photo. They sound like an F, but they're PH. Love y'all. Take care. Bye.